seems all kinds of pets like Kurapia, including many of us. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mark Ohde, President of Kurapia Inc. We are honored to be here today for our drought tolerant versatile ground cover. But before we begin, I would like to take a moment to thank Camino College for letting us be in this beautiful campus for this good cause. I also would like to give a very special remark to Camino College Horticulture and Environmental Club and its chair, Mr. Reginald Hager. It's a great workshop you have so successfully organized that is deserved by all people in California today with this serious drought. So thank you very much. Sitting next to me is Mr. Tom Hawkins. He's the president of Florasource Limited, located at San Clemente of California. And Mr. David Plascencia, he's the director of operating of Ecotech Services. They are in Glendale, California. Both gentlemen and their organization represent Kurapia sales for us. Let me start off my presentation with this slide. I will introduce you technical aspects of this utility ground cover and turf alternative to Kurapia, which is new in the US market. It's a newly developed versatile perennial turf alternative, and it's bred to be sterile, no seed production, and it's very drought tolerant. It is evergreen in Southern and Central California. We've been selling this in Japan more than 8 years and over 400 accumulated acres. And it is patented in USA and tested across the Southwest. Applications. This is not a picture of well-maintained turf grasses. This is a Kurapia after mowing. Kurapia is broadleaf plant. It's not like last time. You can walk on it, very low water required, and low maintenance as well. It matches best for utility use as well as for homeowners as perfect turf alternative. These are the example of Kurapia use in roadside. For roadside, people who want to reduce maintenance costs, such as periodical mowing and expensive water bill. Kurapia matches the best for the needs. Those are the cases for public utility areas. Left-hand side top is a Kurapia for drinking. This is for drinking water treatment plant. And the bottom for the left is for solar panel plant. And this is for the green parking. And this for the watershed use. Those are the parks and recreation uses. Kurapia is good for park use, but not meant for concentrated pathway or athletic purposes. It accepts light traffic. For commercial and residential, over 90% of the homeowners are satisfied with Kurapia because Kurapia doesn't need weekly mowing work. Kurapia is now, it's not a new, but it's a proven technology. However, it is new in the USA, so we carried out many tests with these academic partners. We did a drought research with UC Riverside and UC Davis. Non-invasive research is done by UC Davis. Erosion and drought research is done by DLI of Nevada State. Research conducted by UC Riverside showed that under extreme water deficit condition, which is 40% of ETO, Kurapia outperformed all turf grasses, as you can see in this photo. DLI also revealed that Kurapia irrigation needs were just 50 to 60% of Bermuda grass. Here is a comparison picture of deficit irrigation study at UC Riverside in 2012. They studied deficit irrigation since May, and here are pictures of September, which is 4 months after deficit irrigation. Kurapia was keeping solid green color throughout the period. Major warm season grasses, widely known as drought tolerant, like Bermuda grass, St. Augustine, and zoysia grass, are severely affected in the same condition. The center is Kurapia. Surroundings are all warm season grasses. Another extreme deficit irrigation test is going on at the UC Davis by using drip irrigation. Irrigation condition is 20% of ETO, which is very low. Key to success is slow and deep drip irrigation. Kurapia survived and maintained solid green color without irrigation 58 days in summer this year. This is a picture taken after 58 days of no irrigation in summer. This picture shows Kurapia's erosion control potential. Kurapia has a very thick mat structure on surface. Therefore, it can provide slope stability and can prevent wind erosion as well as erosion runoff. Here is an erosion control test conducted by Ryukyu University in Japan. Comparison is made between background and Kurapia. And you can see after the rain, and on the background you see a lot of water with mud, but you don't see any water in Kurapia case. And here is a test result. So Kurapia soil retention was quite good. Soil loss in here, soil loss was less than 1% compared to background. And water runoff was more than 70% off less compared to background. Salinity test was conducted by UC Riverside this year. Kurapia was quick to establish when irrigated with EC2 and 3, and was also the best performer with irrigation water with EC7, which is very high salinity. Kurapia grows well in soil conditions with varying level of pH, from acidic to alkaline, such as saline and sodic soils. Although its growth will be reduced, Kurapia can also grow in volcanic ash and also soil containing caustic lime. Kurapia is effective for weed control as well. This thick mat-like structure of Kurapia and strong foliar coverage prevents weed seed germination. Weed control costs will be reduced. Kurapia is bred to be sterile, no seed production. This left picture is a native Lipia available in California too, and right picture is Kurapia. The native Lipia produces 100 over seeds per flower. This is why it is considered invasive. But Kurapia doesn't produce any seeds. So Kurapia was evaluated by a research team at UC Davis and was determined to be non-invasive. This shows Kurapia's rapid establishment. From here to here, it only takes 2 months. We install Kurapia by plugs with 18 inches center-to-center spacing. The picture on the bottom is application for slope erosion control. The quick coverage is required in this area, and you can see how effectively Kurapia holds soils. This is 75-degree slope. Okay, here, let me hand over to Tom on actual installation example in California. Tom, please.
Thank you, Mark. Is this on? Okay. We have a number of Kurapia plantings up and down the state, and before I talk about the ones that you'll see, I just wanted to mention that these include residential, a couple of commercial applications. We've got 2 golf. Okay, the question was, if you don't mow it, how tall will it get? And Kurapia will remain 1 to 2 inches tall. So if you do mow it, it actually will bulk up a little bit, and it'll be more in that 2-inch range. So it just makes a little bit thicker mat. I like the idea myself, just with my experience with Kurapia, of a mow, because if you can get that 2 inches of coverage, you can eliminate a lot of weed seeds from germinating. That's too dark for any weed seeds that might be on that ground. And so one-time mowing is okay. You could mow it monthly if you wanted to, if you want to keep it short, but you don't have to mow it at all if you don't want to. And the height will be about 1.5 inches. Yes? It's in the Verbeniaceae family. I think, Mark, maybe one more slide. Do you have the facts? There's some more facts on the plant. So it's a Lipia genus. Lipia nodiflora is the species, but as Mark pointed out, it's a sterile form. Lipia nodiflora was known as being, or is known as being invasive because it goes to seed readily. And Kurapia is sterile, so it does not produce seed. Yes. Yeah, it's vegetatively propagated since it doesn't produce seed. It's produced by cuttings and grown as plugs. There's some examples of the plugs outside, I think, if they're still there. And plugs are planted on a grid pattern on an 18-inch on center spacing. And then they fill in from there. Fill-in time would be anywhere from 2 months to maybe 4 to 5 months, depending on the time of year that you plant, but we'd say average 3 to 4 months fill-in time on that spacing.
Are there any known insect issues?
I'm going to let Mark take that. He has more experience with that.
There's no specific insects that prefers Kurapia. It's standard. It's a normal plant. Yeah. Especially they attract bees because it has a long flower season from May to September. So it attracts any bees, butterflies, those things, but nothing harmful. Yes.
So if bees are attracted to it, doesn't make seeds. The flowers have like pollen and stuff. Bees are they going to be hungry?
So it produces pollen.
Yeah, pollen. Yeah. But pollen are also slightly small pollen. Yes.
So a plant can have pollen and still be sterile. Yeah.
Yes, nectar.
Any more questions? Okay, let's give